Ah, Pommy!
Finally, I'm on. Like, do you know what I mean? Having a cue like the riff rap.
It feels like
Blue abroad, more like Carlton, treating its legends like second-class citizens. I don't know. Hey, sellout, Terry. Fucking sellout. Nah,
the hands are here, mate.
Let's be serious. First off, before I go on a tangent and fucking break shit, well done, Simo. Cheers, mate. Really appreciate it. 342 games. Can't fault you, mate. Always gave it all. And tonight, again, arguably one of the best on the ground. And as per usual, you know what I mean? We're going to keep the rest of them, aren't we? But you get to go. And he confirmed it in his speech that he wanted to go on. So there it is. I mean, it says it all. I mean, do you remember at the start of the year when I said Eddie Betts was a bad idea and he wouldn't kick more than 15? And I got hate. Like, I had death threats in my inbox. Not surprised, motherfuckers. Pom's never wrong. But let's be honest. Let's look at it. I've got some stats here because I think everyone's gone the angry train. Pom's... I'm too tired to be angry. My heart aches. But if you look at our first quarter, we're negative 32 and negative 64 in points. In points scored versus 18 and plus 17 for the season. That equates in the first half to be 2 goals down on average. Like, let that sink in. Like, it's the starts, and that's where we are. And for me, it's okay people saying that Teague gave them a spray at half time. Where's the fucking spray in the first half? Like, you look at the top teams, we're the only team in the charts for quarters one that are in the 8. We sit at the moment, as it stands at the moment, we are the 6th best side for quarters one. We're the only team not in the 8 that are in the top, and are in the top. Only one. We're the only side that have 13% of our quarters played that we haven't kicked a goal in. These are alarming stats, but I think the most alarming stat at the moment for me, without a shadow of a doubt, is that on average it takes us, we're only converting 28% of our inside 50s result in a shot at goal.
Wow.
28. That is the worst in the AFL by like a fucking long way. Like, I'm telling you that there's that stat, there's the dudes that play in the amputee league, and then there's us. Like, that's shocking, man. And how do you fix it? You can't. These are basics. And I said it, I was speaking to Rocco. Me and Rocco have combined our collective genius. And I can tell you where it goes wrong. My granddad used to say this to me, right? He was in the war, and he used to say to me that you want to fill yourself with blokes that when you're in the trenches, you feel confident that if you take a bullet, they're going to drag you out of the shit. We've got 10 blokes in our team that if the whistle went and we had to jump over the trenches, they'd be on the phone to their fucking mums. You know what I mean? Or trying to find a way of getting it out. And for me, that's the problem. That's the problem. The numbers here in the 22. In the second quarter, only Ed Kerner, Sam Walsh, and Tom DeKoning were above or around their averages.
Wow. For a
3
quarter?
fucking players! Kid Simpson's last fucking game! And you're playing that shit! I've got Patrick Cripps doing an interview. You know, these soppy little fucking videos. He was 42% down in the second quarter. Okay, he's injured. And you know what he said in that video? Oh, I think we might try this week for you. You think we might try? You think? Fuck you, Patrick Cripps. Why are you playing? I respect it. But whoever was fucking made that call to let him play is a fucking disgrace on this football club, because Cripps looked like he could hardly walk. Why is he there? It was a winnable game. They played fucking Brisbane off the park in the first quarter. And it breaks me, man, because it's every fucking week. But it's all right, though, because David Teague, he told them off at half-time. And Eddie Betts stays because we get to fucking say goodbye to him. Fuck me. Come on, people. There's people in the comments slagging 13-year-old children off because what do they know? Well, I tell you what, they know a lot more than you. Tell you, a lot fucking more than you, because if we've got a generation of kids growing up expecting to lose, what's the fucking point anymore? Like, honestly, what's the point? Like, Cam Paulson, 4 touches, 2 turnovers. Fuck me. Like, Cade Simpson, the mark of the man is in his interview, he said he didn't want to walk off. He wanted to walk off on his own legs. And there's the difference between a club legend and Bryce. Oh, let's go and fucking win a flag, Gibbs. He wanted to be carried off like some kind of fucking fake hero. But Cade Simpson is a fucking hero. And he walked off on his own legs, hand in hand with fucking Matty Cruiser, another cunt who gives a shit about this football club. And you know what? It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. It really does. I mean, people say, how do you fix it? How do you fix it? How? Like, you telling me Zach Williams is going to fix it? Zach Williams is as loose as a goose as everyone else kicking by foot. You know what I mean? He's going at about 60. He's not elite. And also, his midfield time is 20% in his career. And the rumours are he's coming to play midfield. So you don't know. And here's another question I've got. Selection. Matty Kennedy, 60% on the ground. He had the least time on the ground, even with Cripps. Even with Cripps. He had the most clearances and he had the second most disposals on the ground, right? And he created the most turnovers through tackling. Most turnovers. And he only played 60 fucking % of the game. But well done, David Teague. You shouted at them. What has Matty Kennedy done? What has Matty Kennedy done? That needs to be questioned because we looked better in the contest when there was no Cripps and Matty Kennedy, Sam Walsh, Ed Kerno and Setfield did it. What the fuck is going on? These are basics. Basics. Why isn't he playing game time? What's going on? Like, honestly, do we care anymore? Have we given up? Does the effing Carlton Football Club stand for friendship? It's breaking my heart. Because that was a winnable game. But brilliantly, Simpson gets to retire in the way that he remembers this football club. We tried an honourable loss. But them stats are woeful. 13% of quarters played this year, 0 fucking goals. No team's done that. No team's in double figures. No team's in double figures. They don't even know what that is. But it's all right. Next year will be better.
Yeah, this is the thing that's it's first of all very well said, but second of all, I mean, we can go and get all these players in, but you just get the feeling that there needs to be some sort of intervention, don't you? So like it's just so much more than players.
Well, probably not, because you can still see in the comments that a lot of people agree with me, but there's still a lot of people that just don't fucking care anymore, that don't care. And honestly, for me, if you're not alarmed by 13%, you don't think that's a problem, well, fuck me. Do you know what I mean? In soccer, where we only have 2 halves and there's goals out of commodity, I'd imagine most Premier League teams would be worried about not scoring in 13% of halves. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Like, most of them would be.
That's true.
Are you dead?
It's true. No, I'm here.
I'm not that angry. You don't have to escape.
I'm here. I'm just putting my my laptop back on charge. No, look. Well said, mate. Well said. I might let's move on to the next person. But you've really summarised it very well, as always, mate. And unfortunately, we're going to be sitting here wooing what could have been again, and it's just hard to keep a lid on it, isn't it?
Well, I'll tell you what. I love you all. These fan cams have been emotional. To the fans that do agree with me and don't agree with me, I love you all equally. Can't wait to round one. Come and see me. I'll make sure that a Pom's got some money in his back pocket and I'll buy a few beers and we'll all have a hug and a cry together. And a Pom will buy a beer. We'll win if I buy a beer. Fact.
Love it, mate. Have a good one. I'll speak to you soon.